Shalom, where the real Hebrew Israelites coming in week out, to prophesy the downfall of two-thirds of our people, the other nations, and Esau. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, praises, and glory to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and to the brothers out there that's preaching this word with truth and sincerity and charity and risking their lives to do so. This is the brother Kanasala from GMS Chicago. And it was on my spirit to basically just go a little bit into that we're not from, we're not Ham, we're not African. First off, when it comes to the term African, African American, that goes back to a Roman emperor named Scipio Africanus. That's where the term Africa comes from. Really over there is the land of Ham. Okay. But just to go a little further, into we're not Ham, and that we're Hebrew Israelites, just like Moab and Ammon are different, which Moab today is Chinese and Ammon is Japanese. They even get upset when you call them like a Chinese Japanese and Japanese Chinese or Korean, So just because we're the same complexion, or we have, basically same color doesn't mean we're the same people. They have dark East Indians, which is Elam, but that doesn't mean that we're the same people, Out of everybody in the world, they call the so-called Negroes black, So I'm going to read from this book called From Babylon to Timbuktu. It's called From Babylon to Timbuktu, A History of Ancient Black Races, including the Black Hebrews, which were not Black Hebrews, we're just Hebrew Israelites. Okay? This is on page 84. It says, in the year 65 BC, the Roman armies under General Pompey captured Jerusalem. In 70 AD, General Vespasian and his son Titus put an end to the Jewish state with great slaughter. During the period of the military governors of Palestine, many outrages and atrocities were committed against the residue of the people. During the period from Pompey to Julius, it has been estimated that over 1 million Jews fled into Africa, fleeing from Roman persecution and slavery. So that lets you know, okay, 1 million Jews fled into Africa. They ain't going to tell you that when it comes to Esau, because the so-called white man, the fake Jews, because they never done that. It was us. And why we do that? Because we can blend in with them, or try to. It says the slave markets were full of black Jewish slaves. See, it points out right there, And then they put, Deuteronomy 28 and 64 in there. And they got Deuteronomy 28, 15 through 68. The real Jews have the curses under them, Now I'm going to read from this book, Zondervan's Pictorial Bible Dictionary. Now, they tried to take this out because they don't want us to know, but if you go to an older version of the Zondervan's Pictorial Bible Dictionary, it has this definition. This is the definition of Ham on page 330. It said the youngest son of Noah, born probably about 96 years before the flood, and one of the 8 persons to live through the flood. He became the progenitor of the dark races. Okay? The father of the dark races, pretty much. It says, not the Negroes, so not the so-called African Americans, but the Egyptians, those so-called Africans, or Ham, but the Egyptians, Ethiopians, Libyans, and Canaanites. So that covers all of Africa. Now you know that's not us, man. It said not the Negroes. His indecency when his father lay drunken brought a curse upon Canaan. So yeah, man. It says not the Negroes. So 1 million Jews fled into Africa to escape persecution. You know, lets you know that Ham is progenitor of the dark races, but not the Negroes. Let you know it's separation, man. Okay. This is Joel chapter 3, and I'm gonna get straight to the point. This is verse 3. And they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for a harlot, and sold a girl for wine, because Esau is a fucking fag, you know. Excuse my French. Because the thing is, they would sell a boy for harlot, man. And that's what Esau's known for doing, man. Having sex with little boys, you know, and selling a girl for wine. And it says that they might drink. Yea, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon? And those are Ham, man, Africans. And all the coast of Palestine, you know. The Ishmaelites. Will ye render me a recompense, or will ye pay the Most High back? And if ye recompense me swiftly and speedily, will I return your recompense upon your own head. And according to Psalms 83, they took crafty counsel against our people, man. You know, sure. Even Paul was mistaken as a so-called African, or mistaken as a Hamite, you know? Give me a sec. This Acts 21, starting at 31. As they went about to kill him, tidings came unto the chief captain of the band that all Jerusalem was in an uproar, who immediately took soldiers and centurions and ran down unto them. And when they saw the chief captain and the soldiers, they left beating of Paul. Then the chief captain came near and took him and commanded him to be bound with 2 chains, and demanded who he was and what he had done. And some cried one thing, some another among the multitude. And when he could not know this certainty for the tumult, he commanded him to be carried into the castle. And when he came upon the stairs, so it was that he was born of the soldiers for the violence of the people. For the multitude of the people followed after, crying away with him. And as Paul was to be led into the castle, he said unto the chief captain, May I speak unto thee? Who said, Canst thou speak Greek? Art not thou that Egyptian, which before these days madest an uproar, and leddest out into the wilderness 4,000 men that were murderers? But Paul said, I am a man which am a Jew of Tarsus, a city in Cilicia, a citizen of no mean city, and I beseech thee, suffer me to speak unto the people. So the thing is, Paul got mistaken as a Egyptian, man. You know, but he wasn't. He said he was a Jew. Enough, which Paul is. Paul's a Jew, man. A Hebrew Israelite, like the rest of us, man. But Jake, man, be thinking that everything under the sun, man. All these bywords. African American, Asiatic, black, you know, African American, Latino, Native American, whatever, man. Instead of coming back to knowing who they really are, man. Which is being, which by blood, a Hebrew Israelite, you know. So, the so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans are the Hebrew Israelites, man. We gotta come back to, Israel. We gotta, wake up, man. It's only for the 144,000, the elect, you know. Gotta wake up, man, and knowing who we are, you know, and coming back to the Most High in these laws, statutes, and commandments, man. You know, and study thy righteous acts, man. You know, so we can get the heck out of here, you know. So I hope this was edifying. Want to give all honor, praises, and glory to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And to the brothers out there that's preaching His word with truth and sincerity and charity and risking their lives to do so. To the hopeful elect, and hopefully I'm part of the elect, the 144,000. To you brothers, I say, Shalom.